1941. We've seen happy times and sad times. And through it all, if you depend on the Lord, He'll lead you all the way.
I had a friend in Drew, Mississippi, and his uncle is Jimmy Pierce, who's a member of this church. And I had given my resume to him, and then it was forwarded to Jimmy. And Jimmy brought my resume to the church. And then on Easter Sunday in 2006, they called me as their pastor.
I bought this land and moved here and just thought we needed a place we could sit down with a restaurant and gas. We didn't have any gas at Rena Lara at the time, so we decided to build a store, and so that's kind of how it come about. We have some events and music playing, and it's got its good times and its slow times like anything else, but all in all, it's been pretty good. So.
Well, I'm Furniss. I grew up in this community. I was blessed to serve a stint in the Mississippi House and the Mississippi Senate, well, a stint 20 years total. So I was blessed to be from this community, and it supported me strongly because they knew what I stood for.
You could just go from one place to the other, just all over the community, you know, close friends and neighbors and all. My dad came in from the post office one day and he says, Ruth said, they fixed to see if we can get a church built here.
I guess you could say it's more like family. It's a Rena Lara family. And there are lots of us. There's lots of us here, you know, in this community.
You know the guy that
Mark Beals
does the flying.
Oh, I know who you're talking, yeah. When you lose control of half of your body, you know, naturally, you've got to have help. I realized that right off. You know. It's got a nap in it. You go through stages in life where you have transitions and adjustment periods. I can't say that I never did get irritable day in and day out for 20 years. It can wear on you, especially as you get older, you know, wear on your nerve and all. But I try my best to control my nerve. You don't kick that leg down, you'll be sticking straight up just like that, trying to get her in the seat.
You get around so well with using just one hand and doing everything with one hand. Is that something you've gotten used to?
Yeah, it's very hard, but I love it.
You love it?
Yes.
I can wash dishes and scrub floors and everything like that. I scrub and do everything with one hand because, see, I've learned to do it.
when she had the cerebral hemorrhage, well, you know, it was again, you have to accept what has happened and deal with it. So that's what we've done.
Determination and fight. You gotta fight for what you want. Wow.
Well, you might say I love you, but that won't do for me at all. Might say I need you, but I can't catch you when you fall.
I remember that. Oh my goodness. We used to go to more places. We would spend the night different places around and get up in the morning and go places that you, flea markets and everything.
When's the first time you made homemade biscuits?
Every morning Peggy was up, she made biscuits, she had breakfast, she always did it. We had discussed having breakfast at the church, and this has been years back. And I said, well, I'll make the biscuits. Peggy says, what? You ain't never made no biscuits. I said, don't mean I don't know how, you know. This is the part right here that my daughter Tammy says she don't fool with. Well, Tammy, you do it like you want to, hon. But I'm telling you, when you're making biscuits, you need to knead the dough.
What are some of the compliments you've gotten on the biscuits?
I haven't gotten any bad ones yet. The biggest thing that I've had to deal with is that, they asked me and I told them, you know, how to do it, and even showed them what to do. Their wife would say, well, they just not like Roberts. Well, okay, whatever.
I miss the fire in your eyes, the one that makes me shake. I miss not saying goodbye and staying up until the dawn would break. And I'll wait till I can see your face again. Won't you come back? I need you to hold my hand. Should the stars fall and I can't find my way, I will wait.
I spent many a day out across these fields right here helping my dad, and you talking about memories and thinking back. My dad used to fold his hands behind him and he'd walk that turn row. And he'd be looking at his crop, trying to figure out, you know, what kind of crop he might have. Well, now I walk with my hands folded behind me down the same turn row, wondering about the same thing.
I love to dance. Even when I was going to school back in Memphis, I could dance and shake that thing.
As a friend of mine, Wayne Strider, says, Robert, we used to sit around the store there and talk about the old folks. He said, now we are the old folks. So, you know, life passes by. I had another friend that asked me, said, wouldn't you like to be 19 again? I said, no. I've been 19, done been there, done that. I'm happy right where I am. I'll take what days what days that I have left, and I'm going to enjoy them. My final word that I'd like for people to understand that when I leave, I can say, I'll see you later. Be happy. You're happy.